So in today's episode, we are going to look at grapes, the fruit, and we are going to specifically look at how Cypriots, the people living in Cyprus, use the fruit to make sweets. Specifically, we are going to look at raisins. Hello and welcome. This is Maureen Morari and this is yet another episode of Story Molly. In today's episode, I am really excited to bring you some stories from Cyprus, where I'm currently residing. So in today's episode, we are going to look at grapes, the fruit, and we are going to specifically look at how Cypriots, the people living in Cyprus, use the fruit to make sweets. Specifically, we are going to look at raisins. I know you know what raisins are, but we are going to look at how they are made. It's a simple process really, and you will get to learn and see how you can use your excess grapes to make raisins for other recipes in your house. So come with me, let's look at the steps. There are not so many of them. The procedure is very, very simple, and you will enjoy to make raisins out of grapefruit. A short history about Cyprus. So Cyprus is an island on the Mediterranean Sea. It's located near Greece and Turkey. It's also between three continents, Africa, Asia, and Europe. As an island, Cyprus is divided into two parts. There's the Turkish side and there's the Greek side. The Greek side is known as the Republic of Cyprus and is known across the world. The Turkish side is only recognized as a state by Turkey and not any other country in the world. The history and the reason for the divide, this I'm going to discuss later in another video. Cyprus has very long summers. It's filled with sun, so it's very touristic. Many people like to come here because of the sun and the beach and the clean waters. There are villages that are actually dedicated for winemaking and grape growing, and it's very beautiful to visit these villages. So when it comes to grapes, they are used for many to make many products, and one of the products is wine, as I've mentioned, but the grapes are also used to make raisins, which we'll be discussing further in the video, and I'll give you steps that my family here in Cyprus took to make raisins. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go straight to the steps and how you can make raisins from a handful of grapes that you have in your house. The only thing that you need when it comes to making raisins really is just grapes. So once you have harvested your grapes in August and they are ready, and these are seedless grapes because you don't want to use grapes with the bigger seeds because then your raisins will have seeds inside. So the first thing that you want to do after harvesting is removing the stems. Make sure all the stems are removed from the fruit. Wash the fruit thoroughly and sort them out so that you can sort out those that are either not good enough in terms of maybe they are overripe or they are rotten. For some people, they also add baking soda when they're washing to make sure that they remove the waxy outer layer of the grapes that protects the grapes from insects. And by using baking soda also, it ensures that the raisins that you're making will be more durable in the future. Once you have washed and cleaned your grapes thoroughly, the next step is to dry them. So normally you get a clean cloth and you spread it out in the sun. Make sure that your cloth is secured tightly so that the wind does not blow away the cloth and the grapes. At this time, July, August, it's very sunny, and in some parts you do not necessarily need to bring the grapes indoors at night. Every morning for the next 3 to 5 days, you will be required to turn the grapes so that those that were crowded and were not reached by the sun well, they can be dried and there's air circulating regularly and thoroughly to all the grapes. After 3 to 5 days of rotating occasionally the grapes, then they're ready. You have to check them that they are thoroughly dry, each one of them, and you can bring them in and start packaging them in a glass can. If you had not removed the stems, like we had not done that early on, we had removed the bigger stems, but the smaller ones attached to the grapes, we had not removed them. So at this point, we had to sit down and remove them by hand, one by one, which was really hectic because the grapes were already now very small and very dry, and the stems were sticking in the grapes very strongly. So at this point, you have your raisins, package them well. You can use the raisins for your oatmeal, for cookies, and your cakes. That's it, really, as of making raisins. It's not a difficult job, as you have seen. It's just a matter of washing them and drying them, and then packaging them well in airtight containers. And if you can throw in some tissues to collect the moisture once in a while. That's it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I was really excited to bring you stories from Cyprus, and I'm hoping to continue doing that in the near future. If you liked the video, please do not forget to hit the like button and the subscription button as well. My name is Maureen Murari, and this is Story Molly. Bye for now.